Hey guys, and welcome to our review of Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. I'm your host, the Cinder Blaze, and with me today we have...
Strange words.
And Makotoa.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long hiatus, but we're just gonna jump into the most recent episode. Episode 14. We finally get like a climax to a little sub-arc. How'd you guys feel about this?
I can't even call it a sub-arc, man, because it's the only thing that we've been doing for a while now, honestly.
I think we could call this to the, sub-conclusion to the main arc, the first arc. You could call it that, because I don't think we've completely concluded it, because there's probably some stuff to resolve involving Nui and Chunk, but hey, it's like halfway done, maybe a half.
I don't know, man.
Actually, like the whole ghost detective thing that they had going on, I think that part is over.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just like the first Boruto arc, which
the ghost detective arc is over. There we go.
And
this
honestly,
isn't Yu Yu Hakusho.
I don't know why, but like, it wasn't until the last couple of episodes that I realized, oh, we're actually calling this an arc now. I don't know, like, for some reason when, even though we were still searching for people and stuff, it didn't feel like it was a major plot thing until these last couple of episodes when, I don't know, people, like, the fate of the village was in danger. I think that's probably what did it. And also, we got Kakashi Sensei.
We also got not Boruto. Actually, we got Boruto. We also got Naruto going into Sage mode, so it's just like, hey, that's a little resurgence of it. Yeah. Very brief, but
very brief.
Yeah. It's neat, but I hate it when they just tease Naruto and we just know he's not going to do anything. Same thing with Kakashi Sensei.
Purple Lightning, that was cool.
Yeah, Kakashi used Purple Lightning in the previous episodes. So
yeah, but that's not this episode. He's just kind of like giving his exposition. And, I mean, it did kind of tie in with, like, the problem that Boruto had to face, where usually when they summon things, it's from somewhere on Earth, or from, their world.
Yeah.
And this time, they're summoning things from outside this world, and just like, oh, shoot.
So that's why none of us can see or sense anything. Wait, what does that make Boruto? Like an alien? Like...
he's got special powers. It's like it's the evolution of Byakugan or something, something ridiculous.
That'd be amazing, honestly. Yeah. But I get it. Like, they need to do something that makes the kids usable and nerfs the adults, right? Like, so that we can have the focus be on the kids. Makes sense. As much as, like, they have to try and explain it with some kind of roundabout way. This was fine. A couple of things were like, I feel like you guys could just kill it, honestly. Like, you fought stronger villains that have absorbed chakra before. Like,
yeah, wasn't like Sage Mode supposed to be the counter to that?
Yeah,
like,
Sage Mode countered that one
that's
Fat
right.
Pain.
Yeah, with Fat Pain and the Jubi, right? Like, it was absorbing chakra, so like Naruto and Sasuke had to use Sage Mode techniques to even damage it.
Yeah. But budget increase, if you guys noticed, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting it from this show, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was so happy like just seeing the money on the screen.
Yes. It was very good.
Yeah.
I couldn't really notice much of the budget because, well, it's still...
Okay, that's because you don't watch regular Naruto.
Yeah,
read the
I'm
manga.
just like, I mean, it's still pretty.
You have not seen how bad it gets. It's just...
Oh no, I remember some of the early episodes of Boruto. They looked kind of in there.
No, that Boruto's... you can't even compare Naruto filler and Boruto.
No.
Boruto did look really badass though in his like shadow clone use. Like, that's something that doesn't really get old for me. I mean, it's only been like...
why. Yeah, I was thinking that. I'm like, man, this is the same Naruto ninja action we've seen before, but I am really loving it. I don't know why. I'm just eating this up.
Yeah.
And Mizuka, freaking the
Mitsuki.
snake kid, Mitsuki.
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved him in this episode. Last episode, like he's going for the kill, man. But like him and her just going at it was just beautiful. Some of those really like just amazing Naruto moments where they have those one-on-one combat scenarios where they don't, they're not getting too flashy with super crazy Omega Jutsu. So we calm down. We're going back to like the basis, the root of Naruto, where it's like just cool hand-to-hand combat techniques and some
Good
small
old
jutsu.
taijutsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also
Good
ties
stuff.
in with like Boruto's kind of fighting style. Unlike
Mhm.
Naruto, who just spams the living crap out of Shadow clones that kind of just get desensitized to it like immediately. Like he has like a limited amount, and he actually has to use them in a strategic way.
That's
Boruto
true.
actually has a chakra pool, unlike Naruto.
Yeah, well, that might go away later because
Yeah, but
he's good.
I would not doubt if he's inherited just large chakra pools in general from Naruto's like Nine Tails Jinchuriki stuff.
I don't
and then,
know how you transfer Nine Tails quantities of chakra through bloodline junk.
The Nine Tails did give Boruto his whiskers.
Fair.
Whoa. And then like he's also I guess Hyuga's not really, but Naruto was still technically a descendant from the Uzumaki clan, which is the ones who have just a large chakra pool in general.
Yeah, I think it was more like their life energy, which chakra is same thing.
Based off of,
but
oh yeah, speaking of like his heredity, his eye kind of had like Byakugan powers in the middle of that fight.
Yeah. Straight up Byakugan stuff going on.
Yeah, so the evolution from Byakugan may not be completely far-fetched.
Oh, I would love that. I was waiting for that in like the original Naruto. I was like, why doesn't freaking gifted genius Neji unlock an extra Byakugan mode? Because we got a million different Sharingan modes. Like, what's up with this? It's racist. That's what it is.
It's a power of bloodlines, man. The Uchiha bloodline is just like 500 times better than every other bloodline. It's simple.
No, it's literally only because he's the main antagonist. That's all there is to it. Like,
well, no. There's like every single instance of Sharingan showing up has been like, man, this thing's really OP. It just keeps getting more OP. I'm like, well, why weren't they just gods? Except for freaking Madara, but that's Naruto. We're talking about
Naruto, yeah. And okay, speaking of like Naruto jank and shenanigans, how the frick is any of this related to Senju DNA? Really?
Senju
Really?
DNA.
Please explain.
Oh, because when they went to that other world, it had trees.
That's such garbage.
I don't know.
That is such garbage. Like, what? How?
Because, the first Hokage did
this?
have a lot of jutsu that did absorb chakra, so it might be, related to that in some way. See some of that giant Jin that just sucked up chakra.
But, this is not how this ever became related to, a different dimension with this other worldly creature and freaking dark negative chakra, whatever the heck this is. This is not Senju. But okay, you want to tie it in and make it sound cool, and that's what they always do. Senju DNA. Is the running gag, the meme? We thought it was over, but no, it's Senju lives on to plot hacks another thing.
Well, it's not nearly as bad as it was in Naruto, and in this one, it's related, but it's not the direct source. It's not the main part of it, It might be a factor in a bunch of other research shit that the Foundation was part of.
Yeah, it seems like that's what it is, what you're saying, but what they were saying in the show made it seem like it was going to be more related. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm I'm okay with the Foundation kind of being like this mysterious kind of like seedy group
Oh yeah,
of people.
so am I. Absolutely. I thought that was a really cool twist, and I didn't honestly, I did not think that we would have another childhood traumatic backstory that we would get to explore because everyone's growing up in peace times, and so none of the kids are abused or like look at Gaara, right? Like so, it was very. Is this?
I would agree, except for the fact this is based off Naruto, where most kids have their own token tragic backstory. So I figured that at least be a good number. Like we kind of had Denki.
Oh, are we gonna like talk about Sumire now?
Well, yeah, because
class rep. Oh my god!
What was like? I did not see it coming. I'm not gonna lie. I did not see this twist coming. That she was the one behind it all. That bravo, you guys. Like writers, I underestimated y'all.
That's like a half bravo for me. Like I did not get I didn't see the twist coming. So for that,
there was no foreshadowing for it for the most part.
There was like slight because they did sprinkle it, and she was involved with like every single person except that like one,
except Denki.
Hero dude. No, Denki because she's in the same class.
Well, no,
right?
Denki had his thing happen before he went to class, didn't it?
I think they probably met up earlier because they're going to the same academy.
Well, it wasn't all just like, I mean, they did say, oh, it's everyone who, she interacted with. But he also did say that the chakra stuck easier to people who had, like, issues that they were dealing with. So I imagine that maybe she was just, like, keeping an eye on people who had, like, anger management problems and was just, like, seeding them.
So she just, like, on Twitter, and then whoever has like their latest rant, just like stalks them and just like plants just a little chakra snake.
Yeah. But yeah, that was. I mean, the part that the only time I was at all suspicious of her was when she mentioned when she was like in the hospital bed that both her parents had died, and I was like, they don't mention stuff like that unless they're gonna come back and touch on it later. So I was expecting honestly some kind of like maybe backstory, but I didn't think it was related to our current plot. That was gonna be like used for later. So that was good. Also, I'm kind of glad that she's not just a Hinata clone completely. Just being the shy girl in class. I'm very satisfied that she's actually like competent as a ninja and like has a different, dynamic to her.
Well, thankfully, we barely get to see like much with Hinata at that point in time. Like she basically had no character at that point, besides being shy. But
not to knock Hinata, I love Hinata. She was my favorite, and
but like. Her development comes later. It's just like at this point, like she seems like her own thing.
I'm just glad that she's not a clone. She's got different things going on now.
Well, you're still stuck with one clone, though. Poor Boruto.
Boruto.
Despite how many times he says he's not his father, I feel like it's a bit ironic. And I feel like it's kind of like intended that despite how much he says he's not going to be anything like his father, he ends up being exactly like him. He just
is, exactly. I did get tired of Mitsuki, like, or whatever his name is.
You're doing these things that I never expect. I'm just like, yes, you've said this many times.
Yeah, that was the part, yeah. Or, where he kept saying, this is, I've never thought I'd see it this way, and once again, you show me a different path, Naruto. Like, he said that, like, 2 or 3 times, and it's like, are you kidding me? You don't see it coming by now, what choice he's gonna pick? Like,
I don't know, I kind of like, I find it kind of funny, because, like, his motivation just like, I'm gonna kill this bitch, and then Boruto's like, no. And he's like, oh shit, yeah, that's the thing we can do. We can just not kill her. Man, you are my son, Boruto.
I guess meets. Yeah, he's kind of.
Yeah, and Boruto just talk no jutsus her like Naruto has done in every single fight.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was interesting how they kind of actually explained it a little with how some people he didn't have to actually beat up. He could just talk them out of it, and if something touched their heart, they, like, lost the chakra control over them. So,
Yeah,
the way
but
that
you could
happened
also
to
punch
her...
him, and it goes away.
Yeah, but no, like, it just showed that when when Boruto was talking to her about those things, that it was actually working, and that it was getting through to her, and it wasn't, and it manifested in chakra form, in a sense, that the effects of what he was talking, I don't know how to explain it, man.
It showed that the argument was working.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
There. Easy.
I honestly didn't buy the class reps' motivations. They felt a bit kind of half-assed.
Like the first motivations where she's like, my parents made, I was born to do this, and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, I am a tool that will bring, destruction to the Leaf Village. It's like, you understand what you're saying, right? It's like, why would you willingly want to be a tool?
Yeah, I think they could have talked to her. I mean, he was saying you're your own person, right? So that was, I guess, the most reasonable thing to try and tell her at that point. It was weird, but I guess, when your parents brainwash you,
Yeah,
parents,
I guess they are pretty young, so like, it doesn't really make sense. And then Boruto's like, wait, you actually like being around us? Why are you being like this? She's like, oh yeah, damn.
It's like, got me.
Screw this.
Oh,
she tells like her little pet to just like blow her up, and he's just like, nah.
That was cute.
Here's some random licks. Or
that
nuzzles.
Was cute.
Nuzzles.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I like Nue as a character already.
Yeah, it's like, oh, obviously you're now like a parent to him, so you raised him at this point. You're now you're gonna do to him what your parents did to you. Is that what you really want?
Yeah, that was like a nice touch, the Takunijutsu. I mean, it's not like... Naruto's Takunijutsu's got incredibly repetitive. Yeah. So it's kind of refreshing to have a different argument, mixed into this. Alright. Last thing I want to, touch on is, what do you think happened to the Foundation after the last Ninja War? Because when I was, just watching the episode, I was kind of, curious, because Kakashi said in a previous episode that him and Tsunade kind of, had this movement going so they could, integrate well into society, but, how would it not work out, how would people find out and shit like that?
There was something about, yeah, I remember what you're talking about, some sort of confidentiality thing where you wouldn't be singled out as... they wouldn't reveal the identities of the Foundation members so that they would not be singled out by the people in the society and be blamed for things.
No.
Which is kind of strange because that ended up happening to What's-Her-Face's family, right?
Yeah. But, who would know? The Foundation's supposed to be a secret.
Yeah,
Naruto and friends didn't even find out about it until Sai told them.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's probably some sort of evil big bad that's like, okay, I'm gonna reveal the fact that the Foundation members are scattered throughout the populace to incite fear and whatnot, and then I'm just gonna make a horrible big thing happen. And my first plan was, to send this girl and have her, nuke things with this random chimera creature.
honestly,
good
that
plan.
only came as a result of the shunning.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, I can't believe after all I've done for this village, they would treat me like this. You know what? I'm just gonna blow him up with
Yeah,
my
like,
child.
What
Like,
incentive would they have to, like, be antagonistic towards the Foundation? Because they're basically, like, former Ombu agents. They just worked under, like,
yeah,
a different department. I mean, Donzo was, like, an ass, but he was still protecting the village. Like, the third Hokage was
exactly.
chill with him, so...
Yeah, so I don't really I don't remember how they explained that, like, I don't know if something happened and so suspicion was just placed on them specifically or not, but
Yeah, and they do have some shady, like, scientific experiments, but I guess like, people are theorizing about that, but I mean, Naruto's fine with Orochimaru and whatever the hell he's doing in the South Village, so...
I'm glad that Sai became a prominent part to this investigation and that he got to, like, have sort of character moments regarding it, because he was like, this is where I grew up, and I feel a little responsible, and I want to take care of the Foundation and its members so that they won't have to go through this. Even the way at the very end when he finds the kids and he's talking to the girl, and he says, I've been in your position once before too, but I can help.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of, like, mandatory for Sai to be here, because if he wasn't, then, I mean, everyone would be kind of butthurt, just like, wait, it's the whole Foundation arc, and you don't have, like, the one guy that we know from being in the Foundation.
Yeah.
Alright. Jordan, any, like, last thoughts?
Oh,
we had a different... Oh, go ahead.
I'm still wondering why Naruto was able to summon Nui randomly.
Boruto?
You mean
Boruto, Naruto, they're the same people.
Okay,
This
yeah,
episode, they're so stupid.
I couldn't... Yeah, I didn't... I wasn't sure what happened there. The lightning from his eyeball just, like, triggered a summoning.
Yeah. I guess...
But Boruto summoned him before, too, remember? Technically, that was what he summoned.
That's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to how did he summon it that first time with the freaking... when they were learning, like, here's how you do summoning jutsu.
It's gotta be because of the link within his eye. Like, that's an unexplained thing we still don't really understand, is why he's linked to, or why he can see it. But that has to have something to do with why he can also.
That's what I assume too. But it's just like, man, that's not. We're gonna need some explanation on the mechanics of this, but we won't get any. But yeah,
I know. It kind of reminds me of when Naruto first triggered the Nine-Tailed Fox's chakra in the fight against Haku. Like, it was just kind of like the Nine-Tails' face appearing, and that's just because, like, a bit of chakra leaked out, So maybe he kind of, like, triggered the negative chakra to, like, manifest itself in its true form, just temporarily. But I don't know. It's still pretty unclear.
Yeah.
That's basically it for, like, the episode. The ending was pretty nice, but it's like
the ending or the ending theme, because we got a new one.
I felt like the ending theme didn't really fit the animations, but, like, I really like the animation just because it wrapped up this whole arc pretty nicely.
I mean, I love the animation too, but I really love the theme.
Maybe I have to, like, listen to it another time.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
sometimes it takes a few times to warm up, but...
Yeah. Alright. I guess that wraps things up for this episode. Make sure to make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below, and check out the description down below for all of our social medias and stuff, stuff like that. We also have a Discord chat link. Click that and maybe discuss with us. All right. Bye.
All right.
Later.